Hello and welcome to the tutorial for the Price Review 2024 Water Industry National Environment Programme app. If you've not used ArcGIS Online before, it's recommended that you watch this tutorial in order to gain a full understanding of how to use the map. Navigation, moving around the map. To move around the map, you can click anywhere, then drag and hold your mouse. Rotating the map. While the map will always default to facing north, you can rotate by right-clicking and then rotating your mouse. To reset to default north, come up here and click the Home button. To zoom in and out of the map, use the plus and minus buttons at the top left-hand side of the screen. Once again, the Home button can be used to return to the default view. Layers. There are 3 layers already loaded onto the map. To open them, click on the Layers button. You can turn each layer on or off using the visibility buttons. Legend. Clicking the Legend button will enable you to see what symbology has been used to display each layer. The layers loaded onto the map and their symbology are Price Review 2024 Water Industry National Environment Programme WINEP 1 km polygons, which are shown as blue squares. Local authority districts, which are shown as red outlines. WFD management catchments, which are shown as green outlines. EA hydrological boundaries, which are shown with purple outlines. Each PR24 WINEP water company action has been mapped and represented by a 1 km square. To find out more information about a WINEP action, click on a blue square and the attribute table will open. The attribute table contains details about the actions, such as the action name, planned completion date, and action description. Darker squares are where there are more actions taking place in that 1 km square, and lighter squares are where there are less actions taking place in that 1 km square. To view the information for the next action in one square, click on the arrows in the bottom left-hand side of the attribute table. Searching for water company actions. Actions by local authority district. You can find all the water company actions within a particular local authority district by using the Zoom to Local Authority District button. Firstly, switch this layer on using the toggle. Use the drop-down menu and select a local authority district or manually type the name. The map will then automatically zoom to that area. Filter by water company. To view all the actions for a particular water company, switch the toggle for this layer on. Then select a water company using the drop-down menu or manually type the name. Filter by primary driver code. To view all the actions for a particular primary driver code, toggle the switch for this layer on. Then select the relevant primary driver code using the drop-down menu or manually type the name. The map will then automatically filter all other primary driver codes out and will only display the one you are interested in. Filter by uncompleted projects. Switch on the Filter by uncompleted projects toggle to view the actions that have not been completed by water companies yet. Filter by completed projects. Switch on the Filter by completed projects toggle to view the actions that have been completed by water companies. Filter by planned completion date. PR24 WINEP runs over a 5-year period, and to enable you to filter down to what actions are due to be delivered in each year, switch the toggle for this layer on. You can then select the financial year from the drop-down menu. Search by address or place. To find actions in a particular location, you can use the search button to manually type in an address or place. Select an address or place that pops up and the map will automatically zoom to this area. Adding data. To add your own data to the map, select the Click to Add Data button. You can search for mapping data, add data through linking to a URL, or by uploading files. After selecting your data, another pop-up will appear, and you will need to click on the 4 circles and select Add to Map. This layer should then be visible on the map, and it will appear in the Map Layer section, where you can turn it on or off as required. The Driver Codes tab. This tab contains a table with all of the driver codes in the WINEP. The Environment Agency and Natural England translate legislation and UK government priorities into WINEP drivers. A WINEP driver links the statutory obligation or the non-statutory requirement to a water company's actions. Each WINEP driver is described by supporting WINEP driver guidance specifying what actions are statutory, statutory plus, and non-statutory. The WINEP driver guidance explains what water companies should do to establish the need for action for a specific driver. The table lists the relevant obligation and description of each full driver code. There is an option to search for a specific driver code using the search bar. This will return the obligation and description for the driver code you are interested in. The Frequently Asked Questions tab. The Frequently Asked Questions tab contains a list of questions you may have about the map and the PR24 WINEP dataset itself, alongside the relevant answers. If you have any questions outside of those listed in this tab, then please contact the Environment Agency. Contact information is listed on screen.